to Southern Fried Cajun. We're going to do something by request today, just a little instructional video on chopping some vegetables. I don't ever chop the vegetables when I'm doing a recipe because I don't really think anybody wants to sit there and watch me chop vegetables. But I have been asked to how I do it and if I could show how I get this done. So we're going to chop some vegetables. So stick around. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, first things first, you need a really sharp knife. I sharpen my own knives, but you can buy a electric sharpener. They work pretty good. Just be careful not to overuse it. But we're going to start with a stalk of celery here. And it usually comes on the stalk. I've washed it off. And I'll cut off this end part. You can see how it turns from darker green to lighter. We'll just cut it off right here. I'll use that, put it in some chicken stock. And you can chop vegetables as coarse or as fine as you want to. If you're cooking something for a couple of hours or so, you may not want to chop them really fine because they will tend to absorb into the dish, and you don't really get that texture or taste from them. But if you chop them a little coarser, then you're going to get a little chunkier type recipe. And for my celery, I kind of like mine chopped a little finer. So I just go lengthwise. And then basically just put the tip of your knife on your board and just rock it up and down. We're not in any kind of speed contest. See how fast we can go. Just want to be efficient. Get down to the end. I'm not getting my fingers that close. So that's our celery. All right. For our green pepper, get the center stalk there. You just want to go to the side and just start cutting off basically 4/4. And basically I cut off everything that's white. I probably waste some of it, but that's the way I like to do it. And when you got in the middle like that, I just put it on an angle and just make your cut. And to cut these into strips, you turn it over and just use the tip of your knife. You basically just cut ribbons off of it. We won't chop the whole thing up. I'll just go ahead and chop this, show you how this works. Same thing, put your tip down and just rock your knife up and down. Reposition. It's kind of like a clock. You're kind of starting at 12 and working your way around the dial. that's usually about the size I like to chop. You can make them bigger or smaller, it's up to you. All right, let's do an onion. And with your onion, this is a yellow onion. I usually cut the ends off. We can save that for our stock. And I'll go ahead and make a thin cut. Peel that outer layer off. This one wants to go one more round, so there we go. Okay, and basically, I just cut it down the middle, cut it in half, and then I turn it so that you're starting at the curved top part, and just slice it down almost all the way through, but not quite all the way. Then you turn your onion over, and with the base that you didn't cut, and then you're going to cut across the grain from what you just cut. I usually try to push the knife through to the back of the onion when I get started, so it gets further back. And then basically all that's left, just cut across the face. And you can see it's already cubed. And this last piece, I'll just lay it flat. And just rough chop it. Set that out of the way. Let's mince up some garlic. Now, garlic clove, if you take these off and you try to peel them like this, you can peel them, but it's going to take you a while. Easiest thing to do is just put them on the board, lay your knife flat on it, and just pop it to break it. You want to bust the clove loose. I didn't really get that one busted good. There we go. And there you have it. You got wind up with 2 cloves of garlic. And I'll do those about the same way. It really doesn't matter. You're not really trying to slice these in any order. You just want to make them larger to smaller. And it will stick to your knife, so you'll have to keep cleaning it off so that you can get it diced. And I'm holding my fingers out towards the tip of the knife and just rocking the knife back and forth on the tip. So there you have it. Easy, right? It's not too bad. Takes a little practice, but it's just basic chopping. Don't get in a hurry. You don't want to see anything red on the cutting board. But hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time.